Nobody knows what's around the corner. Life can be taken away on the turn of a sixpence. But as long as there are people who are prepared to come out of their door every morning and try and help other people, you have got to feel hope.
Hello, Queens. Oh, Jesus.
Adult anatomical. Been stabbed twice in the chest.
Fall from parachute, hard landing.
Collapsed on a football pitch.
Charge to 360. Excellent.
Thank you very much. Please call again.
Queen's Medical Centre, Nottingham.
Are you up, Ducker?
Another day in paradise.
One of the busiest A&E departments in Europe.
Wow!
That, I don't think, is survivable.
Have we got a new one coming in?
3 minutes.
There is no room at the inn.
Do you want anything to drink? Cup of tea? This place is awesome.
A place where life,
You're a happy band of people here.
love,
Love your kids.
and loss
Can't feel anything.
unfold every single day.
Working in A&E, you see people in those worst moments of their life.
My baby boy, I can't lose my baby boy.
But there are always stars in the black sky.
Oh, my darling.
It makes you realise how important life is, and we should hang on to that with both hands.
Have you?
Filmed across one 24-hour period, these are the stories of a nation and its health service.
Thank you for everything.
Oh.
Suddenly, a lot of the things that you thought mattered doesn't matter.
It's okay.
But you're there for me and I'm there for you. And that's a strong bond.
I'm loving you too. Bless you. Bless you.
This place is awesome. This is just great.
My name's Christine, I'm one of the nurses.
I find in Nottingham that a lot of the people that I do encounter are extremely hard-working people from hard-working backgrounds.
First bloody day at work. I'm supposed to be on the bus going home now.
I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning for work.
Goodness, you must be shattered then.
I am.
And that's not just the patients, you know, that's the staff members as well.
Oh, dear me, I'm so tired. It's ridiculous.
I feel like I need coffee.
Save them all today. Save their world.
And even though it's long hours, my dream was always to work in the emergency department of a hospital.
Hello, it's Christine and Misos.
When I told my mum that I was going to be a suture nurse, she just laughed because I can't sew to save my life. We don't darn socks anymore.
How many scissors was that? 3?
It's 4.
Just cleaning out my ear with a cotton bud, and the tip broke off and it's stuck in my ear.
I'm never surprised by what comes in the door, but it'll always be about making sure that that patient is cared for to the utmost of my ability, really.
Morning. I'm good. How are you?
Hello, Resus. So he was kneeling down next to his lorry, and then his right leg got crushed.
A 55-year-old man is being rushed to Queen's Medical Centre after being run over by a lorry at work.
Another lorry had come past him, went over his legs whilst he was kneeling.
What drove over?
Yeah, crushed his right leg, but we don't know how bad it is.
The man's partner was at home at the time of the incident.
I was just coming out of isolation from having COVID. First day back at work, and before 6 o'clock in the morning I got a phone call to say that Chris has had his legs run over and he was on the way to the hospital. I didn't know exactly what had happened, so I just had to sit there and wait to find out how bad it was.
We're all ears, guys, yeah?
So, Chris is
55, he's gone to work today and he's gone to his lorry and knelt down like this to put a cable in, and while he's been like that, another lorry's reversed back. The front wheel, it's a big HGV, has gone over his right calf. He says he's in 10 out of 10 pain. Sure. We've got quite a lot of swelling under his calf and some scuffs and abrasions where the front of the shin's gone onto the gravel and whatever, and been crushed down on it. So I'll give him IV access. This guy's had 10 milligrams of morphine. He's not
cool. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Brilliant. Let's start with the X-rays. Make sure it's not compartment. Is the only thing we'll ask.
Orthopedics is come have a look.
Orthopedics will be down here in no time.
Any pain in your upper body?
The orthopedic team, led by Dr. Ewan, has come to assess the extent of Chris's injuries.
When you hear that someone's had their limb crushed by a lorry, that's obviously a significant injury. You want to make sure there's pulses to make sure you haven't developed a vascular injury. You want to make sure there's good sensation or good motor function to make sure you don't have a nerve injury.
Any pain there?
No.
A fracture at that point is probably likely.
Gonna get you some good pain relief now, all right, Ducky?
That limb might not be salvageable, and the leg might have to be amputated.
Pain here? There's pain here?
Yeah. All the way down.
All the way down?
Yeah.
About there?
Yeah.
Something here as well?
Can't feel anything. Can't feel anything.
I've just given you some more morphine, sweetheart, all right, and then this paracetamol's gonna run after. Don't knock it, it's good stuff.
Chris has been run over by a lorry at work.
All right.
How you doing?
A lot of pain, mate.
My name's Ewan. I'm one of the orthopaedic doctors.
Dr. Ewan needs to assess if the blood supply to the leg has been compromised.
So a lorry ran over your leg, correct?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
About 5:30 this morning.
What kind of lorry?
12-ton.
Right. It's very swollen. Sorry, mate. Can you wiggle your toes at all?
Come on.
Yeah. Too sore? What about the ankle? Can you move the ankle at all? When you hear someone's had a crush injury from a lorry on their limb, that is a potentially limb-threatening injury, so obviously what we'd want to do is assess that promptly to make sure they haven't developed something like a vascular injury, and that would cut the blood supply off essentially to the limb.
I'd rather know your pulses are there rather than hope your pulses are there.
Okay, the pulse is intact. Okay, I'm going to go book your X-ray, okay, Chris?
Me and Chris met about 19 years ago. He's not really changed since I first met him, to be honest.
So, Christopher, I'm Denisha, I'm the radiographer.
Yeah, he's a scallywag, a joker, and grumpy.
We're doing just your right hip, but we're doing both your lower legs as well, and both your feet.
Was it love at first sight?
No, not really.
Just try and hold your leg nice and still for me, okay?
His first job was working for Alpine Pops. They used to sell fizzy pop, a bit like a milkman. Then he worked driving lorries and that to provide for us. We'd been together 2 years when I found out I was pregnant. Yeah, he was really happy that we was having a baby. We started to buy the clothes. We brought bottles and things. So we've got most of the stuff that we needed.
That's us all finished, Christopher. My colleague will take you back round to recess, and that's where the doctors will collect all your results and give them to you, okay?
And then I think it was when I was around about 29 weeks, I didn't feel any movement. And I had to be rushed into hospital.
I just want to take this off my blooming head. Can't. It's still on.
Yeah, it's still on. Leave it alone. God, you're like a toddler.
65-year-old Elizabeth is in A&E with her granddaughter, Tia.
I hit it with that force. How much force? It knocked my headband off.
Only you.
She fell and hit her head, cleaning in a pub.
I only washed my hair yesterday.
Don't think that's the biggest priority.
It is. It means I'm going to have to wash it again. All my life, I've always lived in Nottingham. Was born in the Meadows. I've got 3 children, just got the 2 granddaughters. Like it that way. I can afford 2 granddaughters. Can't afford many more.
Elizabeth?
Yep. Ooh, sorry, my bum's numb.
She didn't like the idea of being a grandma because it made her sound too old. So we played around with a few different ones. She didn't like Nanny, she didn't like Nana. So then we ended up with Mama.
Let's come and take a seat. Are you normally wobbly like that?
When I first get up, yeah, okay. Call it age.
Good morning, I'm Naomi, one of the nurse practitioners. So I know you've probably told somebody everything, but if you could tell me again.
I was at work, I was cleaning a booth. I'd got up on the back, I was cleaning at the back of it. As I come down, and ended up losing my footing and hitting a set of stairs behind me. I've done my wrist as well. I think I've done that as I've gone down.
Just wondering what to look at first. I think I'll look at your wrist first.
Yeah. Tia lived with me almost all her life. She was my firstborn granddaughter, and she was born by emergency caesarean, and I was the first person to hold her. I think that's where our bond comes from. The fact that she was straight into my arms. That feels a bit weird, almost like a numbie.
So it's all
just this bit
there.
here, the wrist.
OK, we'll order an X-ray there for you. What I'm going to do is put a sling on there for you, so it makes it feel a bit more comfortable.
She's like my mum, my grandma, my best friend, like everything all in one. I've always been brought up dancing, and Mama kind of became my backstage assistant.
So, I'm going to have to ask you to take your mask off. Is that all right?
Yeah.
And I'll have a good look at your head.
My first ever tap solo was the genie from Aladdin. Mama helped make bits of this costume. She sewed me a little pouch with glitter in it. So as I came out of one of my turns, I could blow this glitter, which was definitely my favourite ever costume, and just the whole thing was so special.
Any pain there?
Not really, just a little bit tender. There it hurts. Ow, yes. Ouch there.
So we'll send you for this X-ray first. That'll be the quickest thing.
Yeah.
And I think I might scan your head if you don't mind, because it's a little bit boggy and it's a bit further away from the wound.
Yeah.
So you're a bit tender there and a bit tender there.
It was when I moved out of my mama's house that things really started to go downhill. I'd gone from being around my grandparents 24/7 for 16 years of my life. Now suddenly we were all ripped apart. It was definitely almost like withdrawal.
What's the medical word for bogey?
For bogey? There's another medical word for bogey.
It's like twisted bogey.
Yeah, I like that.
Bit of drama on a Tuesday, Nanny.
Yeah, get some out of work early.
Yeah, well, if only. What did you do it on then?
My friend's going to kick me up the arse.
OK.
And obviously, because it's a warehouse, we wear steel toe-cap boots.
Yeah. Oh, no.
So my finger's gone the opposite direction to which it should go. Just blood everywhere.
What happened to your other finger?
Climbed a fence when I was in school, fell off fence, ripped my hand in 2.
Oh, God, and it's this blooming hand again. Oh, bless you. When I was little, I remember my mum got me a little nurse's outfit, and I always watched Casualty with my dad.
Why does the needle have to be so long?
When I was at school, I hated it. I just didn't feel like I could keep up with everybody else. I didn't feel very clever. And I always felt like I had to work a lot harder than everybody else to achieve what I wanted to achieve. I'm just going to go for it.
OK.
All right, make sure I put loads in, yeah? I got my grades for my GCSEs and I didn't do great, really.
Stupid question to ask, but will I still be able to hold an Xbox controller?
Oh, my word. Have you got a missus?
Yeah.
I think us girls should stick together and I think I should say no. So I did lots of admin jobs, worked in McDonald's, did waitressing. Literally, you name the job, I've tried it. I wanted to follow my dream of working in the emergency department, but it just seemed so far away for me. I didn't ever think I'd get there.
She don't know about this yet, so I'm not really bothered about the penal route. It's the bollocking I'm going to get from her.
Oh God, you're going to get out of the washing up and all sorts, aren't you?
My turn to wash the pots as well.
Oh God, jammy git.
You look like Kevin and Perra. You look like you're living it large. Any minute now, I thought you was going to break into a dance and say, are we going Ibiza? What you like? You should see yourself. Yeah, you know.
Alan?
Retired coal miner Alan is in A&E after falling over walking a dog.
Hello, take a seat for me. My name's Bev, I'm the nurse practitioners. Tell me what's been happening to you.
I'm walking my sister-in-law's dog.
Yeah.
And another dog was coming by.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden she whipped round my legs and had me over.
Oh dear.
As I was falling, the only thing I forgot to shout was timber.
What landed on the floor first? Did you stop yourself, or was it your head? So you didn't put your hands down first?
No, quicker did that time.
Okay, let me go and get some gauze. You're dribbling a little bit.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Gonna have a quick look at your wounds, okay? Then I'm just gonna have a
I can give you a tip.
What's
Don't
that?
fall out with the pavement.
They always win. Oh, sorry.
It's Robert here. It's got me done.
I'm just going to press underneath here. Is that painful?
Yeah, it's a bit sore.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I was 15 when I first went to pit.
Can I just press on your nose? Sorry.
Coal separated the dirt from the coal.
Very painful.
That's all right. Down at 16, I went down pit and I went ganging with a pony, taking materials up to the coal face.
So any pain up here at all?
No. Morris's name was the phoner.
And can you move your jaw okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. Any loose or missing teeth at all?
No.
And when you chomp down, does it feel the same?
Yeah. You got your pony loaded up with your materials, you walked in front on it, and you come with it, you know. I mean, sometimes it was like a mile long, and it's pitch black. You got your light on your helmet, and, you know, they did what they got to do. They was perfect animals, really, you know, for the job.
I'm just going to go and grab an otoscope. I just need to look in your ears, eyes and nose, OK? Won't be a sec.
I used to take jam sandwiches and things like that, you know. Apples, oranges. Sit down at snap time, you can eat half of apple, you'd eat the bloody apple, you know. It was all right.
Just going to have a quick look in your ears, OK? That's fine. Not noticed any fluids coming out your ears or nose at all?
No. Not until I did this.
No. Just tip your head back for me, darling. I just need to look up your nose. Just tickles a bit. That's fine. And that one. Lovely.
I sometimes earned £100 a week, because our lass used to spend the money quicker than I could make it. She was a bugger for spending money. It's a bit sore.
Yeah, it looks sore. I think what we're going to do, we're going to get some x-rays of your face.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get my colleague to give everything a really, really good clean and see what we can see, all right?
Yeah. Carol Ann, her name was. We both went to infant school together. And then, as I seen her when she was 17 in the pub.
Right, let me order some facial x-rays for you, OK, and we'll get you round to x-ray.
I thought she was all right. She's a nice-looking girl. I don't know what she's seen in me, I'm sure. bought a glass of beer, 7p it cost. She used to drink mild, she did. 7p a glass. But she used to drink about 14 glasses and all. They say the older you get, the dafter you get, don't they? It's expensive to taking her out of all. Hey. She turned out to be a good one. She really did.
Right, let's get you round to X-ray. I'll show you where to go.
But it's life. What it throws at you, you've still got to live with it, haven't you?
And then I'll see you when you come back. All right. Yeah. Yes, please, thank you. I'll see you in a bit.
My God, you're on a marathon or what? In a running?
Oh, I'm always walking fast.
I know.
I'm used to it.
Dr. Ewan is reviewing Chris's x-rays after his leg was crushed by a 12-ton lorry.
Fuck. So, you've got a break in your leg, obviously.
Well, back this side's happening all right.
It looks okay, yeah. One of the things you can develop when someone's ran over your leg is something called compartment syndrome, and that's when you get massive swelling of the lower leg. And because it can only swell up to a maximum size, when it hits that size, stuff inside starts to get upset and unhappy, and the muscle can die. And you can develop problems in the leg. Okay? Now, unfortunately, I suspect in your case, you may be heading towards that. You're going to need some form of surgery. Compartment syndrome causes severe pain, and we're always taught that it's out of proportion to their injury, so the pain just gets worse and worse and shouldn't improve. The worst case scenario would be death to the tissues. That is potentially limb-threatening and definitely time-critical.
There's so much fucking pain, it's unreal. No. Not about if one of my muscles swells up in my leg, right leg or something, I'm going to have to operate straight away. Just in so much pain.
Have you not given you anything yet?
Yeah, I'm on morphine and somatosis. I'm not working. I'm going anyway, Doc.
All right then,
Love you.
Right, nice and straight. Oh my word. Diggle, diggle, diggle. Diggle, diggle, diggle. Playing the drums now. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's just playing the drums.
You ain't got a tissue over anything, have you, please?
74-year-old Alan is waiting for a facial x-ray after falling on a dog walk.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I met my wife, Carol Ann, and she was 17, I was 18.
We're just in here today. I'm Denisha, I'm the radiographer.
February the 18th we got married, 1965. We got married at the register office,
And I'm just going to ask you just to raise your feet, just because I'll be moving you forward, okay? There we go. Perfect.
Went to reception at the social club. We had a little bit of a room offset. Yeah, it was nice.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
You've got blood on your screen, or sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about that.
She was the best thing that happened to me, when I married her. I'm sorry. I had 42 years with her. She was lovely, honestly. Yeah, she was perfect.
Okay, Alan, that's us all finished. Let me put this bandage back on you.
And then when she got to 60, she was diagnosed with lung cancer, and she died.
Do you know where you're heading next?
It's a bit very cleaned up, isn't it?
Do you know which way that is? No. Okay.
I do miss her terrible, I do. I talk to her every day. She go outside in the garden, look at the clads, and say to her, I just want to see you look over them clads and wave to me. You know what I mean? I might see her one day, eh? I don't know.
I did say that I'd planned on offering to go and get your hair dyed with me again, but I guess you don't need to.
No, I've got the red in it. I just need the chocolate.
I can go and get a bar of chocolate from the shop if you want.
No.
Pub cleaner Elizabeth is waiting for X-ray results after she fell at work.
Elizabeth?
Yep.
I'll wait here for you.
Right, come on in. So with the wrist, I can't see anything obvious.
Oh, brilliant.
But you tender right where the scaphoid bone is, and it doesn't always show there is a fracture at the beginning. So we'll put a splint on it in the meantime, and then we'll bring you back to the fracture clinic on another day.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just keep it elevated as well.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fabulous.
Tia lived with me and her mum for 16 years, and then they moved out. We'd go and have a coffee, and it was our way of keeping in contact. And I'd seen her this day. She'd gone to give her boyfriend a kiss, and as she'd reached up to put her arms around his neck, I noticed that she'd got bandages on her wrist.
Hi, Elizabeth. Do you want to come and have a lie down for me?
And I just said, so what have you been doing? She said, oh, I've just grazed my wrist. Can I hold somebody's hand, please, just while I go backwards? Thank you.
Oh. Going down nice and gently. That's it.
About a month or so later, we were going to pictures, and we were driving up the ring road at Nottingham.
The scan itself doesn't take very long. It takes 2 minutes. It's just very important you keep nice and still. Okay?
As we went to turn to go round to come off for the cinema, Tia said, you know what I told you it was a graze? And I went, yeah. She says, I was trying to kill myself. It was absolutely gut-wrenching. I asked her why, and she said that was her only way out.
It's like someone has to plant the seed for depression. You know, it starts with a couple of negative thoughts, maybe twice a week, and, you know, they kind of grow and they expand, and it grows an oak tree. I said to Mama, I feel like I'm just numb to everything. I don't feel like myself anymore. And all she said to me to start with was, well, how do you think we'd feel if we lost you?
Right, Elizabeth, all done. You okay? Yeah. Brilliant.
Coming through.
Hello, Risa.
Can't chat to him right now because I'm seeing a tibia downstairs that's probably going to have to go to theatre, possibly with compartment syndrome.
HGV driver Chris has had his leg crushed by a lorry.
You okay, mate?
Really a lot of pain in me.
Is it worse since I saw you like half an hour ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Dr. Ewan is concerned he has developed a severe condition called compartment syndrome.
What I need to do is measure the compartments within your leg by sticking a needle into the 4 different compartments, okay? I measure the pressure that's in each of them because it gives us an idea whether you have compartment syndrome or you're developing compartment syndrome. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Compartment syndrome for us is an absolute emergency. Your lower leg's got 4 muscle compartments and they can only swell up to a certain size. Once they reach that size, they're at their maximum.
Oh, my ankle feels all numb.
Your ankle feels numb?
Yeah.
So the pain just gets worse and worse, and it can cut the blood supply off essentially to the limb, in which case your foot can become ischemic and could unfortunately need to be amputated down the line. A sharp scratch, okay? Ooh. So, deep posterior 20, superficial posterior 26. A reading of anything above sort of 20, 30 would start making you feel a bit twitchy that it could be a compartment syndrome. Anterior was 52. The lateral's 34. Slightly concerning, okay? I think actually I'm going to go and chat to the boss about whether or not we have to do an emergency operation to open these up, okay? Particularly given, one, you're saying you're getting a bit of numbness now in your ankle. Two, you're saying the pain's got worse. Unsurprising, given that the accident's only a few hours ago, and you looked way more comfortable even half an hour ago compared to what I've seen you just now. We'll get you pain relief in the short term, okay? And we still have to pop you into sort of plaster, and that hopefully will just immobilise the ankle and maybe provide you a little bit of pain relief. So nothing to eat or drink, okay?
Yeah.
I think it was when I was around about 29 weeks, and that's when they realised that the baby wasn't moving. Chris was still working. I think he'd just got there just before I went in. So he was with me when I had C-section. We had a little boy. We named him Luke. And he did look perfect. Luke got whisked away because he was very, very poorly. His lungs hadn't formed properly. He was very, very little, and obviously had tubes and everything all over him. But yeah, he was lovely. We lost Luke at 4 days old. He was in like an incubator with a heat thing on, so we never found out what colour hair he had. Couldn't even hold him at that time. That was very hard. I've never seen Chris so emotional. It's the most I've seen him cry.
It's up to an hour for the wait for the result.
That's fine.
Elizabeth is waiting for the results of her CT scan after hitting her head in a fall.
Got hair right down your face. After my last suicide attempt, my mum pushed me to go to therapy, which, you know, I think there's this big stigma around having to talk to someone about your emotions. So I was very much, I don't really want to go. So every day that I had therapy, she'd take me into town and she'd wait in the waiting room for me.
Elizabeth, do you want to come back through?
And it was like, it almost made it normal to me.
This is the final report. It says that there's no fracture or anything like that. So even though you have had a scan and everything, still look out for if you keep vomiting, stroke kind of symptoms, if you can't understand speech or you can't speak, anything like that.
I think a lot of people, you know, just need that person to listen to them. And I think seeing how she reacted showed me that someone had seen me and they'd heard me. But it also gave me that kick that, God, I'm really dragging them into what I'm going through.
But yeah, you're looking pretty well.
Good, I'm glad.
I'll go and let the theatre nurse know.
I think my grandma and my granddad, in general, have always been these figures that, you know, are kind of the thing I can cling to in a bit of wind that will keep me safe, and I won't blow away with everything that's happening. I'm there and I'm safe and they're not going to let me go.
I'm Christine, I'm one of the nurses. Just take a seat on here for me, Elizabeth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down your dressing, okay? Just have a look at what's going on. Then I'll give it a good clean, and then I'll get some stitches in it.
Oh, stitches?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's just in case I've wet you.
It's probably it named me more than blaming anything else.
Yeah, this is the stingy bit.
Oh,
I know, it's crap. I know, I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry. I used to tell my kids, blow it away, blow it away.
Just go a bit further than what you think.
I'm honoured that I was there to be able to put the support in that she needed and that she had somebody that she could turn to, because life would have been a very different story if she hadn't.
That's gone all the way down.
Yeah. What, through to the skull?
Yeah, near enough.
Do it
Yeah,
good.
I can feel your skull. Like that.
My God. Must have copped it good. We phone each other each day. Always do. Always end it with, love you. Is that something we always do?
So we're done, let's count them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Living out. And hopefully, there'll be a lot more years of it that I'll be there to support her. Tea, you ready?
Fun, fun, fun.
It's stinging like crazy.
I fancied a nice day out instead of doing laundry anyway.
What do we do with this?
Listen to your heart.
Well, how do I do that?
You have to put that bit there and then put those 2 bits in your ears.
In your ears. But I can't hear anything.
It's the wrong way round.
Do you want to come back through, darling? My lovely colleague here is going to clean your face up. Is that all right? So I've looked at your X-ray. Can't see anything broken. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's all just superficial wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife has been dead 15 years next year. It's in May. It's gone quick. You know, the first 3 years didn't go quick at all. But you know, after that, it's gone just like that.
Looks quite greasy, really, doesn't it? It's going to be a bit tender as I clean, but I just need to like make sure there's no gravel in there or anything.
Just get on with it, don't you? Hey, you've got to, haven't you? No good crying in your socks, is it?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, it's me.
Oh no. I'd be moaning, I would, if it was me.
Very consolation. You're not at all gentle. We're not put here to be idle, I don't think. We're put here to survive, weren't we? And to work so that way you can survive by going to work and getting money and enjoy a bit of life. You're not here long enough, are you? You're really not. You're not here long enough at all.
I'm just going to go in with some glue now, okay? It just stings a little bit, this. So, Alan, the glue ends up like being a little bit of a scab.
Yeah.
It's the kind of scab that you're going to want to pick, but you need to not pick, okay?
Yeah. If your mother said it's never get better, why you pick it?
No. Remember what your mother said, yeah? And you'll be fine. I've always struggled at school and with work, but got to the point where I decided that, like, now's the time. I really want to get into the hospital. So I applied to do my nurse training. I was a single mum to 2 children. I juggled childcare and doing the work and doing assignments. You know, it was very, very difficult. So I think we're all done.
Is that it then, love?
Yeah, so I'll show you the direction that we're going in. My dad was very, very proud that he'd managed to see my graduation in 2015. Told all his mates about that. He was really excited. So you're going this way, Alan. All right.
Right, yeah.
Just proves that it's possible, you know, being a single parent and working and going to university. It's a struggle, but it's possible. So, Alan, if you go to the middle area where that blue sign is,
Yes.
turn right and then turn left, OK? All right, you take care.
Yeah, you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I feel extremely proud that I can be happy in my working career. You know, I've still got about 20 years left, and this is where I want to be.
Yeah, it's you. And do you want to come in and recess? We'll get this done. Cool. Can we just do it back slab? I don't want to put them in a full cast. I just don't want to leave it circumferential for a long period of time, so I'd rather split it. Does that make sense? Purely just because he is basically a compartment syndrome. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Doctors are preparing Chris for emergency surgery.
The pressure in your leg is very high, okay? Now, as I've already explained, the issue with that is that it can cause damage to the muscles, the nerves, everything inside, and in which case you can be left with long-term problems. Now, the emergency management for that is what we do, something we call fasciotomies. That sounds really dramatic, but basically what we do is make a cut on this side and one big long cut on this side, okay? And we just decompress them, let the pressure out, okay? And then we have a look at the muscle and everything else that underlies it, and anything that looks, you know, dead, we can take that away, what we call debride it. Okay? Sounds a bit dramatic, eh? If you're happy for us to sort this out for you today, yeah, you can pop that off the way. It's the patient signature line just there. And I need to draw an arrow, which I'm going to have to put very high up on your leg, okay? And we'll get the plaster room staff. Can we put this plaster on for you just now? Is that okay? Are you going to do below and then extend? Is that the plan? Okay, fine. Okay, sir. We're going to try and pick your leg up just now and see how well that goes. Okay?
It was hard when we lost Luke. When you come home and you leave the hospital with nothing, it's hard.
Okay, just try and relax your leg. You're really tense. Okay.
The day of the funeral, Chris was carrying the coffin. So yeah, I think Chris found that hard as well.
You okay?
Those cuts are sore, aren't they?
He's got his gravestone now. That's where we go to see him. You know, on his birthdays and that. We still buy him a card and a balloon. Still go up there at Christmas, you buy him a little Christmas tree and that.
That feels nice.
Wet and warm. Like a not hot enough cup of tea.
The plaster has to come up to here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to roll your pants
This.
up a bit and get a bit up close and personal.
And then I found out that I was pregnant again.
Because we're doing the top half of the leg.
You look
as
shocked.
well.
I think it's right up here, that's
Well, not quite as high as that, but yeah, above the knee.
Well, it needs to be.
You've done that?
I did that. I did that.
When?
Before I left last time.
I didn't do that.
I was checked more often, went for more scans, and everything luckily went all right with Alex. He's a good dad. They're fishing together now, he's a bit older. Just started taking him to Notts County. So yeah, he likes to go to football with his dad.
You're doing really well. But yeah, I think either way you're going to get an operation today. It's just what we do for you, okay? Because it's not an easy decision actually. Earlier on it was like this needs done, but now you've settled down. It's now a bit sort of unclear.
It was hard. I think you go through all the emotions and that. But yeah, we managed to get through it.
All right, you ready to roll then?
It wasn't easy. We've got through it together.
Chris is being taken to a ward before undergoing surgery to try and save his leg.
I didn't think I'd ever deserve to feel this happy, let alone actually be this happy. I think no matter what's happened in my life, she's always been there for me.
I'll make a cook out of you, yeah.
I think the hardest bit afterwards is going to be trying to learn to walk again. It's going to take a lot of work and physio, but hopefully I'll get there. It did manage to save me leg. I can't thank him enough. I might walk with a limp, but at least I still got my leg. Sometimes I get grumpy. Eva just puts up with me. She just got heart of gold and she'll help anybody out. We've been through thick and thin. She's my soulmate and I love her to bits. I won't change nothing.